So Blake, let me ask you a question then. What, like, is sex like the most important thing to a man in comparison to all else when it comes to women?
Well, let me say this: it's a complicated type of thing because look, I know dudes right now who may have gotten a girl that they thought was bad, and they ain't with them no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in other words, sex is somewhat like men could have what they want at home, but the sex looking at another woman is like fantasy. It's like and that's what it is.
And that's exactly what it is. They see these big booties and these big titties, and they think about their porno dream, and then they go after those women, and they fulfill those dreams. And that's why you have these women continuously botching their bodies and doing what they're doing, because those women are looking like that and getting their bills paid, while you have the normal body women who got to go to work 24 hours out the week. So that
it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all want a man?
I know women who don't even work no more. Like,
do y'all want a man?
That's a whole thing, girl.
Do y'all want a man who thinks about sex all the time and ain't nothing else?
No, because that's what you got to offer.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's not the kind of man that you want to marry. That ain't the type of man that you want as your backbone. That ain't the type of man that you want going into the wilderness with you.
But here's the thing, especially in younger ages in this younger generation, that's not what is the thought. The thought is like being popular, getting by, just having fun and floating and flowing through life and not having to do too much and just enjoying everything. And there's no character anymore. There's no grind anymore. Okay. There's no grind. They just people just want things easy. And in some situations, that's an easy route. That's an easy route because that's, how men think. So you could pull a few guys that have some money, like, all right, so I don't really have to do too much now. Right?
And then sometimes you have to understand too, these men be turning women into these type of women as well. Once you show a woman this type of lifestyle, she's not going back to no with no car, no crib, and no sack for her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know men that literally be like, I'm gonna get every woman I with done or titties done because that's what I want my woman to look like, or whatever the case may be. Like this one guy I had on my Facebook, he said he's gonna get his woman's vaginas done because he like the labias to be small. You know how they be cutting the little labias off? And there's women who are gonna accept that and say, okay, you're paying my bills, I'm gonna get my labia cut off. You get what I'm saying? And once if they break up, she's not dealing with another man that's not paying her bills, getting her gifts and cars, and probably getting her titties done now.
But what reality are we living in? Like, how realistic is that? Like, come on. Like, are we dumb? Like, how realistic is that? How long is that gonna last? How much are you gonna put up with? How much are you willing to put up with? Because you're gonna put up with some. First of all, in that situation, if you stay in that situation, so what are you willing to risk? Like, how much of your soul are you willing to sell?
They're not thinking about it in the heat of the moment. They moving with the flow.
Right, moving with the flow. So this is new, right? This is semi new. What's gonna be in another 30 years? Where y'all gonna be at? Where everybody gonna be at? They got the BBL and that been relying on these men giving them money to maintain themselves. What's gonna happen? It's a trend. Recognize the trend. Get back to reality. Get into yourself. Okay?
Get into your bag.
Get into your bag.
They is.
Get in your bag.
Yeah, they is, girl. What you talking about?
Really sick out here.
They get right to the bag.
But what I'm saying, okay, and that's another thing. What is the definition of prostitution
nowadays?
I feel like if you exchange money for sex.
Or what if it ain't money? What if it's things?
Same difference.
That's still. All right. So all these hoes is prostitutes is what you're saying, huh?
I'm not saying that.
I feel like if you exchange a bag for sex, that's prostitution. But if you're consistently the man and he's buying you, I wouldn't consider that prostitution, because that's not like that's
your boo thing.
That's not an exchange, like a one-way exchange. That's you consistently dealing with the man and he's doing things for you. You get what I'm saying? But if it's only I pull up, I brought a bag, here's your bag, that's prostitution. You get what I'm saying? But like if that's the case, dating period is prostitution.
Right. If there's no other exchange. Because there's a lot of women that look at it like this. If you are sexually active and you're having sex with men that are, you know, like you're not having these long lasting relationships with, and you're just having sex or whatever. Some women look at it like, if I'm gonna be out here effing or whatever, then I might as well get something for it, right? And that's a mentality. That's a mentality. That's a mentality that is, you know, very active in society.
Long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, microphone with big cheese. He greedy, headshot, put him on TV. Yeah. Block get spun like CD. Not afraid to get my finger a little greasy. I never let a dip like Macy. Not for Canada, but open up a TD. Too hype when they eat a piece of GW. Bitcoin, but I spend like VC. Too stank when I go for them to see me. Just think, can I go for them to be me? In the bank, hand a microphone, beanies. Yeah. All of my print 3D. Selling money better go for reach me. Yeah, you what's in the deep treat. Take him in I need this. Yeah, the pillow take it easy. Yeah, the farm let me sell you. Take me if you fool already. One thing we know me, we full our belly. Long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, make a phone, big cheese. He greedy, headshot, put him on TV. Yeah. Block get spun like CD. Long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, make a phone, big cheese. On TV. No, you got that shit, but you ain't gon' bag shit. But you gon' want me, cause I run around in traffic shit. Did I bring enough cash? Did you shake enough abs for tipping? I don't even need to ask permission. Let me do a little mad decision. Dance edition. Long time saying one yam some. One give me Jimmy no condom. Pull up on me so handsome. Get like leaves like ransom. Skip like beats like bantam. Skip around me not random. Skip around me not mandom. Kick 9 face boy drop down. Long time saying want meet me. Some fly him up, put him on jet. Touchdown, I'ma put him on deck. Yes, I apply for the visa black. I'ma try to bring a visa back. I'm swimming in money. What would I lead the cash? Yeah, long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, make a phone, big cheese. He greedy, headshot, put him on TV. Yeah. Block get spun like CD.